butts were on sale at the grocery store this week, so that is what we're having for dinner. This 3-ingredient pork butt in the Instant Pot is an absolute lifesaver. It cooked all day. It was so tender, so amazing, and very easy to put together. So let me show you how we did it. The recipe on my website indicates that you should use an 8-pound Boston pork butt. However, you can use a pork shoulder. A bone-in one is usually the best. Today, I found a 6-pound Boston pork butt on sale, so that is what I used. My other recipe also indicates that you should cut it up into some more manageable pieces and marinate those overnight. However, today I did not have the time or the patience or the will to do either one of those things. So we just placed this entire Boston pork butt into the Instant Pot, and I just said, Jesus, take the wheel. And I put it fat side down. I don't think it really matters either way. It's still going to be delicious and amazing, and it's going to braise in its own liquid anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then I added 1.5 cups of fresh water and 1.5 tablespoons of liquid smoke. The liquid smoke is what gives it a really beautiful, complex, smoky flavor, and you can't really replicate that without the liquid smoke, so I highly recommend that you get it. You can just get it at any grocery store, and you use it to basically add smoke flavor to things that are not smoked or barbecued and still kind of get that same effect. To this, I'm also adding a 1/4 cup of kosher salt. Please don't use a 1/4 cup of table salt. That will be a little bit too salty. And in my original recipe, I use a 1/4 cup of Hawaiian salt. However, not everyone just has Hawaiian salt laying around in their house, and honestly, the taste difference wasn't even that much, so it's totally fine, but please use kosher salt, not table salt. And that is it. Place the lid on your Instant Pot. If your Instant Pot does not self-seal like mine, then make sure that you turn the sealing knob to the sealing position, so then your Instant Pot doesn't lose all that liquid in that water and it comes to pressure. Now, in my original recipe, usually I cut up the pork butt or the pork shoulder into more manageable pieces, and I cook this for 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. However, since I had such a large chunk of meat and I did not marinate it and I did not cut it up whatsoever, I'm actually going to pressure cook this for 230 minutes. I'm putting it in the morning, just letting it cook all day, and then letting it naturally depressurize and just stay on keep warm in the Instant Pot for however long it takes until we get home for dinner. And this is basically going to be kind of like a crock pot in that it's going to cook really quickly at first, and then it's going to keep warm and keep braising in that cooking liquid until we're ready to eat. It's not going to dry out because it has so much fat, and it's going to be delicious. And pro tip, if you don't want your house to smell like Kahlua pork all day, I actually just take my Instant Pot outside. You can put it either in your garage, or I just put mine on the back porch, honestly, and just let it cook all day and let it depressurize, so then I didn't have to worry about the smells. Of course, make sure you're being safe with pets, small children, animals, or anything else that could possibly shift or move or touch the Instant Pot while it's cooking. You definitely don't want that. Make sure it's safe, and you can definitely do that. This is after it had been cooking all day and it's been sitting on keep warm for a couple of hours. Obviously, the pressure has depressurized, and so we can carefully and quickly open the lid. And now the Kahlua pork is completely done. Look at how this bone just slides right out, and it has a ton of cooking liquid in there, because while we only started with 1.5 cups of water, all that liquid that was in the pork, it just marinated and braised in its own cooking liquids, and it was so good. From here, you just pull the meat apart. It's very tender, so it really just falls apart, and you can use it however you like. Today, what my family did was eat it over rice, and then I just bought a bag of coleslaw mix at the store and used some of the braising liquid on the stove and just boiled it for a couple minutes until it was a little bit tender. And I ate my bowl with some raw cabbage and some of the cooked, par-cooked cabbage, and it was so delicious. It's really tasty with some teriyaki sauce, but you can eat this plain or just with a little bit more salt and pepper, and you'll be amazed at how good this tastes for just literally being 3 ingredients. It's pork, liquid smoke, and salt. And then you can use the leftovers in quesadillas, rice bowls, salads, whatever you want because it's so simple, but it's so flavorful and delicious. So I just made this on a Monday and it's going to sit in the fridge all week and we're just going to eat it and just use it for whatever we want throughout the week, and it's very simple and easy to have on hand. If you like this video, then you'll definitely like this video. I'm talking about how not to use the Instant Pot as a slow cooker, and I do a test, a side-by-side test on making a chuck roast in the Instant Pot versus using a chuck roast in the crock pot, and I think the results will really surprise you. So go ahead and go watch that one next, and we'll see you next time. Bye.